With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. After the sack on 1st down, Manning. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Yellow. Attack.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes finding Taysom Hill complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They try again with Peterson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 31. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Manning to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And taken right at the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Manning, the Dallas Clark back in his day, so good at catching red zone touchdown passes, but he's also very good in the middle of the field, anywhere in the field.
Absolutely fearless. Could absorb hits, absorb contact, not get knocked off of routes, and find a way to make catches and big plays to give them a big-time advantage. Not bad for a former walk-on linebacker at the University of Iowa.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Play action. Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Hope. They'll get 34 yards there. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it a set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Clark, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And Eifert has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now Manning. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. He was trying to get it to Sweetness, Walter Payton, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Manning. They set up the screen to Payton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got his big tight end, Dallas Clark. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, 2.
2nd down and goal. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Manning now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, Ribley, 43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. A desperation heave from the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads. Teams playing to...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mahomes firing complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jerry Rice, 67 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Manning. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Manning. And Manning intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year. And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Looking to throw again on second down. Manning, got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's a... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right on these two. Right on these two. Attack, attack. Double dog. That's the way. Correct. Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 24. Easy.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Peterson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 57. Box track. 57 colors. 57 colors. Let's see. Watch the eye.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Completes it to Samuel.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And a guy that knows a thing or two about making tackles behind the line of scrimmage, Kevin Green, at it again.
How about the ferociousness that he played with? And you remember that long flowing hair that came out of the helmet? Almost like a lion's mane for him, right? Try to keep a lion away from what a lion wants to get. That was Kevin Green, trying to block him when he was trying to accumulate quarterbacks and guys with the football.
Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Deebo Samuel There to make the grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. Able to slither by. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A toss play to Chubb. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a two.
He felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's Hill, complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think the ball's out. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They run again on first down, Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Luck. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Have the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing on 3rd down. Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboards. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Love. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Where they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. On 1st down, Love. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Long. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get to... Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break. 52's the line. Check. 52's the line. I got you. Let's go.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On play action, now Manning. And oh, Manning intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coach.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 61. Focus, go. Out.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Eluding the punt, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their...
Fight on these two. Right. Attack. Alert 3.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
On first down, Dickerson. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's first and 10 at the 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. On third down, Dickerson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a pass passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This will be taken very short.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your...
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there, 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He lets it fly from Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Hey, 57, 57. Bravo!
On first down, Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep lefts, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 52 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That second down play nets a -4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Wilson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Touch 50, touch 50. Gun.
Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
19. Hey. 14.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
14.
Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 3 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
43.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A gain of
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a run with Peterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.